Hello, this is Retro Hazuki 81, Ryan Michael Salazar. Okay. Alright, so I'm wanting to, in this video here on my YouTube channel for Shenmue, for my history, this is all about myself, like a biography, short biography, mini video of my history and myself, what I'm about. Okay. Now, can you see this bulldog here? See that? This is from graduation year. I was supposed to graduate in the year 2000, but I was held back 1 year in preschool, and I flunked 1 year. That was the 8th grade. I flunked it, and that's when I was this year right here, 1995. I should have been in the 9th grade in 1995, but I flunked preschool, and this is me here. This is the one that's on my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and this picture here, everybody, this is the only picture that I have from 1995. I cannot find my tournament pictures. They've been misplaced, like my degree. That made me this guy, Shenmue. And this is me. And as you can see, I want to make note that some people say I look like Slater, AC Slater here from Saved by the Bell. And yes, actually this shirt is I believe it's St. John's Bay from JCPenney. This shirt here is when I would put it on, and knowing I had a very fit, strong, muscular, and durable, like I just want to say like a strong physique, a very strong, unbreakable physique. I was very solid. And see that hair? That's a different hairline at age 14 years old. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see, zoom in. Here, there we go. Okay, I used to always wear Nike. And I also wore Reebok. I'm gonna give correlation to Reebok momentarily. So yeah, that's me. Trying to keep the camera still. You know, with my shirt on, I looked really sexy. I looked really good with my shirt on, my clothes on. Very attractive. I had a nice cleats, and actually had the body of Jean-Claude Van Damme this year. I'm just trying to smile somewhat, and this picture is actually this year I was inspired by this phone book and the Yellow Pages. I think it was Michigan Bell, whatever. So it's showing names. I was inspired in the Yellow Pages by this karate instructor. He's a Native American instructor from California, going by the name Grandmaster Joe Onopa. He says he's Apache Indian, and I was inspired by his picture. Kind of looks like it could be his son, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes. So this year, my greatest inspiration, or should I say inspirations, making it plural, were my karate instructors and myself. I believe I inspired them, and we all inspired each other by our techniques, our power, our endurance, our strength. Our abilities, I believe, inspired each other. To my knowledge, 2 of these instructors went on to become officers of the law. That I do not know if they were in the military. Perhaps they're in the military. And just only mentioning positive quotations here about this year. Okay, yeah, that's me. You get a good view. And I told my instructor after class, make a video game of me. I'm not really wanting to argue a patent against um, anyone or anything necessarily, but I remember asking my instructor. I told him, I said, hey, if you like my fight choreography, then I have an idea. Let's make a video game. Let's make a virtual reality video game of me, like someone like me, like my fight choreography, and this is what it became. Right there, Shenmue. Now I used to have pictures with my hair spiked up. This here is a flat top, and it's inspired by Street Fighter 2. The movie came out in 1995, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and the other guy that has passed away. Gosh, I forget his name. Stars as M. Bison. Is he the same nationality as I am? Hispanic? I don't remember. He might be. Okay. Yeah, so see, I had braces this year. And I want to make quote, does anyone notice in Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2, now maybe Shenmue 3, Ryo Hazuki smiles, but in Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2, Ryo Hazuki does not smile. And I want to make note that generally speaking, this is how I was in 1995 and before those years, because I had very, very crooked teeth. If you can see my teeth there, see there, you see, hold on. Okay. That's my, see the teeth? There's braces on my teeth. I wore braces for 7 years. And I don't know why. It's beyond me. I mean, I talk about discrimination in Michigan and that. Maybe it's true. Because I know there's a lot of people that hated me in Michigan growing up. A lot of kids, a lot of adults, a lot of people never understood me. I'm brought up in Christianity. I'm just going to admit. But I always had interest in Buddhism, somewhat Islam. I had a class in junior high school, 7th grade. It was called civics class, or was it? I think it was called civics or something. But anyway, it was like a class about history, but more about culture, like sociology and politics. And then I remember learning somewhat about different religions in the world. They spoke of that a lot in class. And so I started having interest in like Islam. There's a lot of Arabic people in my community from Dearborn, coming to Melvindale school district. And I had an interest in Islam because there are kids that were nice to me that were Arabic, and there were kids to me that were mean to me that were Arabic too. But you get both apples in life. You don't just get like all good Arabic people, or think, for instance, I'm Mexican or Spanish too, and you don't just get all good Hispanic or Mexican or Spanish people, whatever you want to call me or myself. I have I'm questionable. Am I British really? Also, am I also British and Scottish? Now that has like an inquiry I have in my mind. Am I really British and Scottish? I'm trying to believe that because that's what I'm told, but no disrespect to the people in my life, my family, my parents. There's a lot about my past that I'm kind of uncertain of, and this is my truth of what I'm thinking all the time. Sometimes I don't really know myself and my past. Not going to get into too much information or detail of that right now, specifically, but I'm talking to this picture here. Yes, so European, Spanish, English, Scottish, Central American Indian, whatever I am, I'm a human being, and I don't think or degrade myself to be less, or my family, or my pets, or anything. And moving on. Well, I'm going to stay on this subject. Okay, so if you see this picture here, some people say I look like Kid Play. Yeah, Kid Play or some other. See, I was inspired by the 90s. And the 90s were like all about hip hop, rap, R&B music. And this picture here, they used to call me Kenner. My karate instructors would call me Kenner. If you look how big my shoulders are, see how strong my shoulders are there? Now, Dolph Lundgren may laugh at this, but yes, I'm from 1995 this year, and I could have done this at age 14 or 13 or 12, this fight choreography. I think I could have looked like this at 13. Now, everyone, the problem I have, I want to talk about my history here, somewhat of a medical history. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm not raised in a Catholic home. My grandparents were Catholic. Now, it's my interpretation and personal belief that if I had some, more Catholic people in my life, and these Catholic grandparents later became Protestant. So this is the problem I'm having. I'm from Texas. I have this history, martial arts and that, but I'm from a very strict family, regarding Christianity. I'm from extremely from like a fanatical Christian, strict upbringing of family. I was a spiritual person. I always had interest in Buddhism too. I didn't learn much about Buddhism in the library. It was hard to understand at a younger age. I used to have interest in Kung Fu growing up too. I used to like Chinese food. Used to like, Asian people were interesting to me growing up. I thought they looked like me. They kind of had my skin tone. For instance, Filipino people are Spanish and Asian or Polynesian, Indian, like Chinese or something. They're like a mix of nationalities. Excuse me for clearing the throat, but just thinking here, yes, it's like, my culture growing up was all about being Mexican, and I'm always like this year here. The reason I'm darker here in this picture, now everyone, this picture, this month is like I believe it's October. I just came back from a San Antonio, Texas vacation this year. And this dog right down here, I'll go back, but this dog here was born on my birthday, April 21st, 1995, this Bubba. And so there was another dog, Pumpkin. Later her ears were so stinky and smelly, Pumpkin, that we had to sell her. My parents sold her. Oh well. But yes, so this is Bubba. He had hip dysplasia. He couldn't walk right or something, but he's a special dog. His father was Mr. Jazzman of breeders in Toledo, Ohio, I think it was. And Mr. Jazzman was a championship bulldog in the AKC at dog shows. And so this is the AKC purebred dog. It was Bubba, but he couldn't qualify for prizes because his hips, because he had dysplasia, he had no hips. Now, just going back to me, so that dog was born that day. I named him Bubba because I was inspired by the movie Forrest Gump. If you watch the movie Forrest Gump, there's a character in the military. His name is Bubba, and I was inspired by the movie, so I called this dog. I named him myself. He's a family dog, and his name was Bubba. He lived from 1995 to 2002. Okay, going up to here. This is me. I trained in 1995 the year, and I never had a black belt. Never had like a black belt or nothing. Just, I mean, the year I trained here, everybody thought that like this guy. I don't know what people thought, because I think people just didn't know what to think of me. I was way, way above and beyond. Too good in karate. Probably displayed more talent than a lot of famous actors that I won't quote their names, in or not in my federation, or in another martial art, whether it be from anywhere from karate, kung fu, Muay Thai, all those arts. I was, any of those arts. I mean, I was way above and beyond my time here. I know, like, there's that look in my eye. If you see that look in my eye, that's the eye. Oh, these are the eyes of an inspired and inspirational to others martial artist. This is not the look of see that look in my eyes? Yeah. I had literally the body of a military personnel person, like a Marine. To me, I was, thinking like, maybe my instructor style's gonna look like Metal Gear Solid Snake. That Ilsa Sukhtarian Ilban was mighty solid, wasn't it? Oh yeah. So then these jeans here, it's like a wallet there just to be there. Okay, so these jeans, this is a Century martial art kicking pair of jeans. I always used to wear silver tab jeans, and they were like medium wash, light khaki wash. No, light blue wash. I mean, light blue wash, like the ones I have in other photographs online. And they were silver tab Levi's. Like deep silver, maybe like deep silver, because this is how I'm correlating this, everybody. I mean, you know how they're also correlating this to cry wear? Martial artists cry too sometimes. And there were people dying in my family this year. Earlier this year, my grandmother passed away. And then 4 years before that, my grandfather died. So then an uncle died, and a lot of people were dying. People were just dropping like, crazy dying in my families. That's all I'll quote about that. Right now, regarding family, people I knew, didn't really know, thought I knew, whatever. Okay. Now this picture here, I am gonna confess something. Okay, going back to religion now. Religion. Okay, I'm one of the religions that are not accepted very much in society, or was, or am, and I don't know what I'm gonna believe, what I choose to believe, what I would prefer or want to believe. Now, because I was raised and I thought I had to challenge myself to be stronger spiritually. That's a big problem, because if you're a spiritual person, you have to regard that, you have this. You have a body. This is the year I was really spiritual, and this year kind of spiritual, but, this year, 1995, I was so spiritual. I disregarded that I had a body. I disregarded that I had a physical body with a male penis and everything and all that, because I never had sex in my life, everybody. This is me. Now, to this day, I have these things on me. I have a penis, and I'm a man. I'm mentioning these words because I have to. So I'm pure. I'm a pure life form today. I'm very pure. Whatever it takes. I don't know. And I'm as pure as I want to be, but maybe I want to quote and say that I'm not pure. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not pure. I'm pure. I'm pure in my mind, but it's one of the hardest things to do when you're in a different kind of living setting, And it's like I'm Buddhist all these years, everybody. It's like I'm Buddhist all my life. You know how, I mean, I don't know how to explain it really, but you get older or you get younger when you're older. Now, taking supplements, exercise, this and that, you know, when you have sex, you get better at it. They do claim that. Now, I'm just saying, I never wanted to be the way I am today, and I never wanted to be a virgin, but this is the problem. There's other things in my life. There's people I met in that class that knew my instructors. There's some people that I met. I'm not going to quote their names. I don't want to hold them guilty. I don't want to hold anybody guilty, okay? But it's a combination of some people I met later in life, and it's a combination of the way I'm brought up, the way I'm raised. You know, it's just like there's a combination of things in my life that that made me not this guy today yet. Again, yet. Okay? Because I'm this guy. See this? This guy up there is this guy down there. I'll say it again. This guy, Ryan Michael Salazar up there, is definitely more talented in every single bit of this guy down there, Ryo Hazuki. And that is the complete truth of that. And maybe less, not to glorify myself too much to brag, because I don't like to brag. I'm a humble person this year. You notice in Shenmue 3, there's an arcade in Niaoyu, I think it's Niaoyu or something. Did you notice how there's plants on this, on the window? There's plants. And then we have this dog. There's an English bulldog there. There's plants, green plants. There's a correlation, wouldn't you agree? The English bulldog on the back of the... Okay, there's a window, and it's like on the outside of the Niaoyu arcade, the arcade center in Shenmue 3, there's a bulldog on the window. And then we have these green-looking plants like this. See those natural-looking plants in the background? It's correlation, everybody. The gamer industry is not, Sega's not going to tell you this, because I'm Ryu Hazuki. They're not going to say this. They're gonna, this is something for me to figure out. Right, Joey? Didn't you say that? I'm just kidding around. But I can see through all these things, everybody. And when this comes, if there is a court hearing, this stuff comes out, you're not going to be able to deny my talent. Now, I do believe, and I remember there were video recordings of me this year and doing this talent, the talent of also Jin Kazama, the fight choreography of Jin Kazama. And there's fight choreography from Yakuza. My fight choreography is in that also, inspired from Hapkido and also Subakdo, Tangsudo. So there's both of those fight choreographies in the Yakuza series. I mean, I think I should get compensation for the fight choreography and the copyrights for the fight choreography for this game, Shenmue, for Tekken's Jin Kazama. Here's another quote. Okay, wait. And also for compensation for Yakuza. One moment. Let me show you guys something here. Something I still have. I can't reach it. Okay, I just looked at my things. I still have the gold glasses that they're online that Gohan's wearing. I have these gold glasses. I took a picture. It looks like he's wearing gold glasses, like just exactly like the ones I had in 4th grade. I think I knew one of my karate instructors. Actually, 2 of his cousins were they the McLaughlins. I wonder. I mean, I just think that somehow. I thought I heard that somewhere. I went to school at Meade Elementary School with them, and Melvin High School. Yeah, I remember them. I don't know what became of them. Two siblings. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So Nike. Yes. This is my card now. Yes, and I come from a Ford family. My grandfather worked at Ford's, my cousins, my dad, everybody I know works at Ford in Michigan. And as you can see, that's upside down. Let's leave it upside down for now. It's funny. Okay, now going over here slowly. Going over here, get the right view. Okay. Okay, see that? You can see that there. It's Reebok. Okay. That's Reebok. Reebok, I wore Reebok shoes. I remember my instructor asking me, what kind of shoes are those? He asked me, I said they're Reebok. Okay, I said they're Reebok. He said, what kind of shoes are those, Ryan? I said they're Reebok. I bought them from Marshall's. And then he said, are those Newports? I don't know what order he said it, but he did say, are those Newports? And I said they're Reebok, and I said they're from Marshall's. Okay, I don't know the exact chronological correct hierarchy, the order, but they were Newports, and they were Reebok. They were not the Yokosuka specials, because those are only made in Japan. That I don't have a pair of those, but they were Reebok. Okay, now I want to show this bigger picture here. Okay, see this here, everyone? Okay, this here, these are like, okay, I used to have black shorts, everyone. So, okay, so I used to have black shorts. Okay, black shorts of, I had black shorts. I used to wear black Nike shorts. And I used to wear, okay, so I used to wear black Nike shorts, and I had like 2 or 3 pair of those. I used to wear black Nike shorts, and I used to wear Hanes. Okay, it's Hanes tank top shirts and Hanes. Sorry, I got a notification. It's slurring my speech. The notification on my phone's confusing me. So I had Hanes black, Hanes white tank top and Hanes white t-shirts, and I looked really sexy in those. Now, if you notice in Shenmue 2, everybody in the building, one of those buildings where they have the fights, I forget what they call those tall buildings in Kowloon or somewhere, wherever they are. Hong Kong was it? There's a guy with an afro, and he's fighting Ryu Hazuki in that. Not going to give the correlation that I'm thinking it is on there, but what it is, there's a guy wearing that, and I'm going to say one correlation that I will mention is that he wants to be like you, Ryan. He wants to be Ryu Hazuki, and we all love Ryu Hazuki, the character, do we not? Yes, like Nike, just do it. I mean, like a black belt, like a white belt, and I was like both. That year I trained, I was a white belt, but I'm much like a Don, and that's the reason why I'm so confusing. And if you look here, I look like a barber friend told me I look like Kid Play. Yeah, you see that correlation there? Not a correlation, but it just reminds, it's a coincidence actually. So I'll call it coincidence. I coincidentally look like Kid Play, but I like those movies. I have to admit, I do like those movies. The Barbershop. What was it called? There's ones with Dr. Dre. And so long ago. Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I don't know if Snoop Dogg was in those movies, but I know Dr. Dre, Ice Cube was it Friday After Next, or I always used to like those movies. I watched them on TV. There's nothing else to watch. They just come on anyway. House Party is the movie. I think it was that Kid Play was in. Yes, right. So that's really where this correlation came from, mostly. I used to listen to other music too. The Latin music was not that popular then. So I want to say I listened to some Latin music, but it wasn't that popular at the time. I always used to wear khaki pants, stone khaki pants, and later in 1999, that became a trend. People wearing khaki pants, like cargo khaki pants, and that's what I used to wear. I don't know why that is some for some reason that's an unknown truth that I'm revealing maybe to people. Uh, so yeah, and I always used to wear a belt, tuck in my shirt. I used to tuck in my t-shirt just like Ryuzuki. I used to wear tight jeans like Ryuzuki, relaxed fit. I used to dress exactly like this guy, Ryuzuki. The only difference is that I was so spiritual in my mind, and spiritual as far as being spiritual as a person, as a human. I didn't accept the patches that my karate instructor wanted to give me, and he had there's other things he told me, but I'm just gonna leave it at this for now. I should have accepted those patches. I should have, because I was so young at the time. I didn't understand what my instructor was doing for me, and he wanted to use me to be this guy. And I had a degree this year, 1995, that made me. And I was supposed to go to Japan. I was to go to Japan. That I recall and remember. And there's even more. There's a lot more to say, but I mean, this might have to come out in segments on television. Maybe I'm thinking. Now, everyone, I'm making quote that I have a prospect for being an actor in a studio in Michigan, and they're going to gauge my talent more and more, and maybe perhaps I'll be a martial arts movie actor. But this year, 1995, I cannot deny I was this guy. And this year here, because I didn't know what to do with my life, taking medication for depression, I looked like this, different. Let's see how different I looked. You know, those medicines ruin your life. The psychotropic medications, all those anxiety medicines, if you don't get control of your life, they ruin your life. But I want to make quote, I have such a sex drive. I have a prostate, healthy prostate, great sex drive. Erections I still get a lot sometimes. You know, and I'm ready for sex. Yeah, I'm like a man ready for sex. I don't need Viagra. I don't need any of that crap. I just need the world to open up to me. Some ladies, let me in your life, and I'll be this guy. I mean, as silly, as corny as it sounds, knowing I just made tamales tonight, I remember being this guy, Ryuzuki. This is Retro Ryuzuki, 81.